It's official. Xbox are tearing down the walled garden traditions of console gaming, with the next generation of Xbox not only giving gamers a choice on where and how they play, but if they're on Xbox, access to multiple storefronts, not just the Xbox Store. Xbox are leading the next gen hardware revolution. I have to admit, it's nice to see Microsoft at least appearing more agile than they've traditionally seemed, with Xbox President Sarah Bond getting out ahead of the rumour mill and setting the stage for the next generation of Xbox themselves, rather than fans or pundits making assumptions via disparate bits and pieces from various sources. In case you missed it, Xbox dropped a new video announcing a
strategic multi-year partnership with AMD to co-engineer silicon across a portfolio of devices, including our next-generation Xbox consoles, in your living room and in your hands.
Despite only just announcing a handheld in partnership with Asus and ROG, there's further confirmation that native handhelds are indeed planned after all, putting to bed recent rumours that they've been delayed or cancelled outright. Next up, Xbox dismantle the next major sticking point of debate around the Xbox Ally X. As it's just a handheld PC, it can't play the 1,000+ digital Xbox games I already own. Plenty of folks have been pretty vocal about this, and there's some good news here. These new devices will maintain compatibility with your existing library of Xbox games. On the surface then, so far so good, but Sarah Bond and team went a little further, finally confirming the rumour we've been discussing for months now.
This is all about building you a gaming platform that's always with you, so you can play the games you want across devices anywhere you want, delivering you an Xbox experience not locked to a single store or tied to one device.
Not locked to a single store or tied to one device. It's a groundbreaking announcement, and stop me if you've heard this one before, it's one that's likely to completely redefine the home console market. Either way, it's for sure gonna rustle some jimmies. We've been hearing all sorts of rumours, conjecture and theorising on this new strategy for months now. It seems Microsoft are willing to get out in front of these rumours and just say it publicly. Say goodbye to the way that gamers, the media and the industry itself have often considered the console market should be. Xbox have made it clear that it's time to tear down the traditional walls that have boxed in players for decades. And I think finally, it's time for gamers to just come to terms with it. These announcements outline a pretty ambitious future, but I understand why Microsoft are doing it. PlayStation are the default console platform when it comes to console gaming, and they're more than happy to continue that status quo. Even recently, they've reiterated their belief in the exclusive software for their hardware strategy. Microsoft have been trying for 20+ years to win the console war. They came very close to victory with the Xbox 360, but then some seriously foolhardy decision making squandered every piece of goodwill they had, and they've never recovered. And Microsoft know if they continue to play that game as it exists today, they'll never win. Now, in a massive departure from industry norms, Bond confirms that future Xbox hardware will not be locked to a single store, meaning that players will be free to access and purchase their games from multiple third-party storefronts. Think Steam, Epic, GOG, or more. Microsoft positioned the idea with their oft-repeated slogan, you know, the one, play what you want, where you want, with who you want, on the device you want. There's a lot of wants. It's not catchy, but it works for me. The openness that they have is of course mirroring Microsoft's PC dealings, where Windows is their default operating system worldwide. The lines between PC and console are closer and more blurred than ever before, and this move finally gives Xbox a really solid answer to an often posited headline: what's the point of Xbox? I've read that headline or variants of it for a few years now. I feel like they're finally starting to make an argument that's kind of hard to ignore. The point of Xbox, I think, is a player-first place to play, driven by player choice. Yes, Microsoft did not get to this point willingly, but nonetheless, this is where they are. And it sounds pretty great to me. As a consumer of video games, the idea that I can have a console that allows me to shop around for the best prices, take advantage of the latest Steam sale, or even just have access to my existing library on PC while still getting the best of a platform holder's offerings, Game Pass, Play Anywhere, and of course access to the thousands of games I already own on Xbox. Seriously now, tell me what's bad about this. Let me know in the comments below why this is something we should doom over, because right now I'm struggling to see the downsides. The idea of what a console is or what it should be is changing, and it's not just about the box under the TV anymore. It's the device in my hands or the app built into my TV in the next hotel room I stay in. It's my games where I want them to be. All of these changes, of course, come at a time of turbulence in the industry. Discoverability is harder for developers than ever before, and we've all seen the studio closures and the layoffs. Sony is preparing themselves for the PlayStation 6, Nintendo have just launched the Switch 2, and right now it seems that both platform holders still believe, to varying degrees, in the walled gardens and closed hardware that have defined the console industry since it began. Xbox, for whatever missteps have led them here, are finally doing what they have to do to compete. We live in a world where every device is connected, where almost every modern game is cross-platform or cross-play in some fashion. Xbox are embracing a far more open, flexible, player-first strategy that puts, well, my library and my choice of device first. And I find that incredibly difficult to argue against. What's the point of Xbox? Playing great video games? That's the point. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this opinion piece, be sure to hit like, hit subscribe, and why not ring that notification bell so that we can let you know when we've got some fresh content. If you really love what we do, consider heading to patreon.com/XboxEra, where you can support us directly. Thanks. We'll see you next time.